Welcome to the second annual All First Nations Awards ceremony, celebrating grassroots Indigenous excellence and achievements across the nation.
We would like to pay our respect to all elders past and present. We would also like to pay respect to and acknowledge all Aboriginal families, tribes and nations that have connection past and present to Ngunnawal country. With love and kindness, we welcome you all to Ngunnawal country in this deadly event.
We also deeply acknowledge that the land on which we meet is a place of age-old ceremonies, celebration, initiation, renewal, and that the Ngunnawal people's living culture has a unique role in the life of this region. After 237 years of colonisation, we have maintained a deep spiritual and physical connection to country. This takes in everything within our traditions, our people, the landscapes, the sky, waterways, mountains, animals, foods, medicine, stories, and our significant places. Ngunnawal people have custodial responsibilities for caring for country to ensure that it continues in proper order and provides physical sustenance and spiritual nourishment. These custodial responsibilities will determine who can speak for Ngunnawal country. I take great pride and responsibility in representing these principles to follow in the footsteps of our ancestors. It's important while we share our beautiful country with you, we ask you to respect country, show the care and protection in respect for the Ngunnawal people, as this country always was and always will be the traditional lands of the Ngunnawal people. Thank you, enjoy the evening. Well done to all the nominees of the 2025 AFN Awards. Thank you.
My mob. I am also a direct descendant of the people that was just mentioned. Stephen, my big cousin there. This is my mob as well. This is my traditional country. I'm a proud Ngunnawal Wiradjuri man. And it's very rare that I do events on my own country, on Ngunnawal country especially. So it's always a great honour. So thank you. Now, guys, very special performance by a local dance group, and they're a young dance group. Please welcome the Project Dust Dance Group.
I want to firstly acknowledge the beautiful welcome that Uncle Stephen and Auntie Lynette's actually come forward, and under great pressure and me throwing them in the spotlight, you performed very, very well. So thank you very much. I'd like to thank Luke, because honestly, without Luke, it's the moments like these that you can prepare an event, but it's bringing it together and having personality and someone that takes the lead. All right, have a wonderful night and enjoy your award when you receive it, everybody. Thank you.
All right, let's put our hands together one more time. This is the start of our awards, our second annual All First Nations Awards. Our first award for the night is for Most Promising Male Talent in Sport Award for 2025. And the winner is Alan Brookman.
Thank you so much for this award. I know to be here is a privilege. I'm here because of many people. My dad, my mum, my sisters, aunties, uncles, cousins, who are like sisters, who believed in me. I love you, Mum and Dad. Thank you.
Next up is for Most Promising Female Talent in Sport Award. And the winner is Talaya Blacksmith. Talaya may not be here tonight. She's that promising, she's still playing sport probably. The Female Sportsperson of the Year award is Bianca Booth.
I just want to say thank you to my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. I would like to say thank you to whoever nominated me and to my mum, my number one supporter. Thank you.
Our next award is the Sports Ignite Award. And the winner of that is Alan Brookman.
I just want to say thank you again and for all my nominations. Thank you.
I don't know, I hope your totem's not an octopus, brother. You keep winning these awards, you have to turn into an octopus. Juggle them all with your 8 arms. All right, our next award is the Rugby Union Player of the Year Award. And it goes to Andy Muirhead.
Yeah, I feel really honoured getting this award tonight, and I love the work you're doing, Julie. We met some time ago, and I love giving you a call and having a yarn. So, yeah, very privileged. I've called this great part of Australia, of Ngunnawal country, my home for about 10 years now, and the community's been very welcoming from a boy who came down from Brisbane. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Nice work. Congratulations, Andy. All right, moving on to our AFL Legend Award for 2025. And it goes to the living legend himself, Michael O'Loughlin, Sydney Swans legend.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate being here tonight. Thank you for the award. Julie doing an incredible job. As a proud Narungga Nuttinger and Ghana man from South Australia, hey, look at there, one of my own out there. It's great to be here. Been in Sydney now for the last 30, I think it's about 30 years, so moved over as a 17-year-old. So to receive an award, done a lot of travelling and football clinics and a lot of games with the Swans. Now proudly a board member. The journey in New South Wales has been amazing, so to accept this has been amazing, so thank you.
Okay, the next award is the One to Watch Award for 2025, and it goes to Ash Chen.
Hi, I'm Ash. Sorry I can't be there tonight to receive the award. It's an honour and privilege, and I am very excited about winning the 2025 One to Look Out For award. I am a youth worker at Mullum Mullum Indigenous Gathering Place in Ringwood, Melbourne. The reason why I did youth work to begin with was because I myself was struggling at school, and I never thought I would be able to complete Year 12. And I love being able to help and support Aboriginal young people to ensure that they are able to complete Year 12 and other further studies, as well as just being connected to culture. What I do is for young mob, and I am able to just give back to the local Aboriginal community, and thanks again for the award.
Up next is the All First Nations Award for Administration Support for 2025, and it goes to Sophia Sui.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Sophia Choi. I am a Narungga Christian woman, and I've been living on Ngunnawal country for 8 years, since I was 8. I'm here with my wonderful mother who fears God and puts the fear of God in me every day. I'm here with my wonderful new husband and my sister at the back running around doing the most. I've received this award and I am so blessed as a Wananga medical receptionist, and I prayed about what to say, but all I can think is there are many women who deserve this more than me. Arnie Julie Tongs, Arnie Beth Sturgis, Arnie Sharon Ingram, Caitlin Thompson, our new practice manager. And so now I know whom I'm voting for next year. But I'm very blessed and honoured to be here, and I'm very blessed and honoured to be at an event that Auntie Julie put on. She was my hairdresser, my church family, and now she's an amazing leader for this wonderful event. I'm thankful, so blessed. Thank you so much, and thank you all for being here and celebrating Mob.
The next award is the Trainee, Cadet or Apprentice of the Year Award. And the recipient this year is Officer Cadet Shay O'Neill.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the people who support me throughout my journey and all the people who have taught me amazing things about our culture. Thank you.
Congratulations, Shay. Moving on to our next award, it is the Accelerate Award. And the recipient of it this year is Naomi Howlett.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Naomi, and I'm here tonight representing Dandenong and District's Aborigines Cooperative. I can't tell you how proud I am to be standing here tonight accepting this award with the honour of representing such a strong community. I'm here tonight with Jennifer Ockwell, our CEO, Natasha Smith, who is on our board of directors, Kelly Farmer, who is our Career Maternity Service coordinator, and my fiancé George. I've been a part of the DDACL community since I was 10 years old and after we moved to Dandenong. It's been about 24 years since I've been a part of the community, and my role is the Career Maternity Service support worker. For the past 2 years, I have been supporting our First Nations women and mums through their journey of either becoming mums or supporting them to welcome the next generation into the world. I want to thank everyone here tonight, DDACL, Kelly, George, AJ, my mum. It's deadly to be here tonight and accept this award. Thank you.
Moving on to the Multi-Talented Award. Oh, this is a deadly award. And this year's recipient is Brodie Murray.
Hello everyone. I am privileged and honoured to receive this award. I would like to thank Julie and the All First Nations Awards for this opportunity. I would like to acknowledge the Ngunnawal people, the custodians of the land on which we are gathered. I acknowledge their connection to land, stories and place. My practice is as a playwright and performer within the theatre space. Truth-telling is an important part of my practice and is part of the stories I tell. Later this year, I will be returning to the stage and performing in a return season of my play Soul of Possum in Melbourne. I would like to thank all the people that have supported me, my mum Sarah and Ron, my brother Lewis and my uncle David. I'd like to thank my theatre mentors, Auntie Marianne Sam, Auntie Carolyn Martin, Greg Fryer, Uncle Glenn Shea, Declan Ferber-Gillick, Ballaneba and AJ Williams and Tirikionis for their continued support. Thank you.
Big round of applause for all of our winners so far. Award winners so far. Now we're going to have a bit of fun. We've got 3 special awards: the Deadly Dress, the Deadly Dressed Gala Luxury, the Deadly Dressed Cultural, and the Deadly Dressed Fashion. I'd like to welcome to the stage the judges for these awards, Wendy, Arika and AJ. Please come on up and present these awards.
Sissy, I reckon if you get up and walk up on that thing out there, straight in front of us.
The black carpet.
On the black carpet. Go on in.
She's straight from Coonabarabin there,
I'd like to congratulate Deadly Dress Gala Luxury to Sissy.
So, for Deadly Dress Fashion, I would like to invite the most deadly dressed fashion fella, Cal Bruton.
Okay, so we've got the other one for Deadly Dressed Cultural, And it's a joint award. So we're going to jointly award it to Christina and Serena. So could you please come up and collect the award?
All about deadly dressed. Moving on to the Indigenous Dance Group of the Year. And the winners are Yuckenbruck Women's Dreaming.
My name is Serena Williams. I'm a proud Ngunnawal Wiradjuri woman. I've been on this country for over 50 years, and I stand here tonight with my niece and my daughter, with a dance group that was inspired about 15 years ago with my brother, called Yuckenbruck. Yuckenbruck is the crow. Yuckenbruck! And he's the black messenger. And my father was the first to come back here to Ngunnawal country in 1961 after the removal from the Queen of all Ngunnawal people here from our country. But before I go on with this yarn, I want to acknowledge Auntie over here for doing the Welcome to Country tonight. Much love and respect to you, Aunt, and to Brother Stephen. And this women's group is about telling mob here in the ACT and surrounding regions and all the corroborees that we attend that culture is alive and well here on country. And so I stand here as a proud Bulla Nyima, strong woman, and I say Yumalandi to all of you, Yerang Mura Nanawaldora. 3 dances we do, and we've been holding those dances tight. And they're about ceremony, and that's about sweeping the lands for you to leave your footprints here on our strong country that our ancestors have created before us, for us to care and protect for this country, for the Nudjan, for the water, from the Royal, the Murrumbidgee, the Molonglo, the Gudjambin, Ginninderry, that will always keep you cleansed of harm. And for Malian, our totem, the Ngunnawal people, how she will always protect and oversee you here on your journey on beautiful Ngunnawal country. These young women, and we have a group of about nearly 30 now, are all identifying. We've all come from hard places, but we strive through that, through the connection and strength of culture. We have represented over in Vanuatu through the Nakamal Agreement to show that culture is alive and well, with our graceful dances showing our connections to the connections that we have with the whole Pacific, but with the whole country. I want to acknowledge the places that we've been for corroboree, and we've been out to Mutawinji, we've been out there 3 years running, and we've been down to the Yuan Bunnan, and there with open arms, because culture is to share. It's about all of us to learn. No one owns it, but we own it as blackfellas, and we need to share it and continue it, because culture is our strength, it's our identity and who we stand for and what we do in life. You can have the name tag, you can have all the trophies in the world. I've been here over 50 years. This is the first award I've ever received for all the community work that I've done. But let me tell you, I'm human. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm a black, proud Ngunnawal woman. And I let all my nieces, my daughters, my grandkids, my great-nieces stand tall and proud in who they are. So I stand here tonight and I take this for all of Yuckenbruck, because you're nothing without your mob. Love ya.
What a speech, eh? She's my mob too, eh? None will represent Wiradjuri. One more time, big round of applause for our winners there. Indigenous Dance Group of the Year. We're going to move on to the Artist of the Year for 2025, and that goes to Megan Kane.
Wow. I've got a lot of people to thank for this. My family, my ancestors, all my cousins, there's too many to name, my kids, my grandsons. And yeah, all the hard work's paid off, I suppose. Yay.
Congratulations to Megan, and I've been a family friend of the Canes for many years, growing up in Sydney, the inner city suburbs of Sydney, Redfern, Waterloo, and that's I've known Megan for a very long time, so I'm proud of you, my sister. Big round of applause one more time for our Artist of the Year. We move on to the Health and Wellbeing Award for 2025, and the winner is AJ Williams-Tchen.
I just wanted to say thank you for this award. I don't normally say a lot, so I just want everyone to know that I create platforms for First Nations voices. I've got a podcast series, just episode 110 just got released. But I think this real award goes to the fact that I've just delivered my 900th mental health first aid course to over 10,000 participants. I don't do things for awards, and I won I might as well have got the microphone. I just won 2 nights ago the Eastern Melbourne Business Person of the Year, and tonight I'm up for the University of Wollongong's Alumni Award, but I chose to come here to be with you guys tonight. So I don't even know if I've won the other award yet, so I can't zoom in, but I just want to say thank you. And if you haven't done mental health first aid, do it, because I hear the story. I don't always hear the stories until it might be months later or a couple of years later, and people come up to me and go, AJ, I'm so glad I did that course with you. You know, I wouldn't have asked anybody if they had suicidal thoughts, or I wouldn't have known what to look for. And I hear such the beautiful stories of how, especially our elders that come to my workshops will say, I noticed my nephew, my son, my niece wasn't doing too well, and they weren't their usual self, and I started a conversation. And because they started a conversation, that person's still alive today, because often they're not scared to ask, are you thinking about killing yourself? And when I hear those stories, they say, my loved one said, yes, they were. I didn't panic, I wasn't upset, I knew I could actually help, and then got them help. So I get to hear the stories later, not always at the time. But thanks, guys, have a great night.
Beautiful words, AJ, and yes, mental health is a real thing, and our mob, you know, recently, of course, with those marches recently up there in Sydney, around the country, really. You know, us as the First Nations people, Camp Sovereignty was attacked down there in Melbourne, so we stand in solidarity with them, mob down there in Melbourne, and we all should hug each other always as mob. Different nations, always one mob. All right, moving along to the Achievement in Mental Health Inclusion Award, and that goes to Kristen Franks.
Hi, I don't really like talking about myself, and I get really nervous, but yes, the mental health person gets nervous, it's so normal. I'd just like to say thank you to my mob for supporting me. Thank you to Eureka, who's been one of my biggest supports in community. We started Mental Health for Mob 3 years ago because of community need, and we restored 70 families back from CYF, child protection. Across Australia we supported these people, but there's been 6 families in Canberra. So that's our biggest achievement. It's what we're really proud of, and yeah, that's all, thanks.
Congratulations to Kristen Franks. The All First Nations Working with Vulnerable People Award for 2025 is Cindy Newman Piramali.
So good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Julie and the First Nations Awards team for putting on a successful event for Mob. As a proud Wiradjuri and Darug woman, I stand before you deeply humbled and grateful to receive this award. It's not just a recognition of my work, it's a tribute to the communities I walk alongside. The stories we carry and the strength that lives in the most tender places. Working with vulnerable people is not just a job, It's a relationship. It's listening with more than ears, seeing more with the eyes, and showing up with a heart that is willing to be changed. I've learnt that healing doesn't always come in grand gestures. It often arrives quietly through the trust over time, through art that speaks when words cannot, and through moments of deep connections that remind us we belong. To my collaborators, my mentors, the wonderful person that nominated me, my loved ones, my children, my 3 boys, I want to thank you for walking beside me. And something very special that I did not know was happening here tonight, that my sister turned up, and it was only that we met out in the corridor. So thank you, Desma.
What a beautiful story that is, eh? One more time, big round of applause there for Cindy Newman-Piramali. The overall Business of the Year award for 2025 is Dreamtime Entertainment, Warren Foster.
First, I'd like to thank Julie and acknowledge elders of the Ngunnawal Nation, and acknowledge elders past and present. This award is for Yuin Nation, Brodie Murray, that we hold down on the Yuin Nation, down under Gulaga, one of our sacred mountains. So when we started off with nothing. We sent a message out on today's sort of message stick, like Facebook. And we got over 3,000 people coming. We hold it every year now, and the next one is on January the 17th. So if you're around, come down, and dance with us. And Brodie Murray means big corroboree. So thank you.
Moving on to Achievement in Indigenous Employment Award, and the winner is Mallard Contracting.
I'd like to thank Auntie and Steve for welcome to the country, and I definitely want to thank Julie. Julie, 15 years ago I was just a plumber, got an opportunity in the mines, and after 3 years I turned into a building company. So I come from a small country town like Carnarvon. You guys probably all heard of it. It's about 2,000 people. So I've been given an opportunity. I did an Aboriginal apprenticeship. Today I employ about 120 people. So I still get nervous talking, but love what you do, and Jules, I think it's amazing. You got some celebrities in this place at the moment. You got celebrity out the back there. I don't like talking about Sydney Swan players, but Michael Long. I grew up with Troy Cook, so Troy Cook's probably a little guy that couldn't make it in my footy team when I was playing footy, and look where he got in his life. So opportunities, take the opportunities, and you'll achieve what you need to achieve, and dream big and you'll be big. That's what it's about. Thank you.
Okay, the Business and Finance Award for 2025 is First Nations Code.
G'day everyone, I'm Stephen. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners driven up from Gadigal today, but I'd also like to acknowledge my people, the ancestral lands of Teberakuna country and the Trawawoi, down in the island just south of the mainland here. But I'm the Director of First Nations Finance. Now, 5 years ago, we were trying to get some funding for Indigenous business programs. And like most of us in here, we heard crickets. So we decided to build our own finance business. So we do everything except mortgages and bank accounts, and we sell to corporate Australia. 70% of our profits go into our foundation, the Pauline E. McLeod Foundation. So I'd like to pay respects to the McLeod family and Sister Pauline, who's since passed. But basically, we are building Indigenous business capability. Okay, this is going to revolutionise us in the room and our brothers and sisters. So thank you so much, Julie, for the nomination, and look forward to, I guess, taking off my shoes and dancing later. Thanks.
Yes, that's the spirit. I want to acknowledge Auntie Pauline McLeod. She was the first presenter on Play School. I've been on Play School now for 15 years, and I remember watching her growing up. So she paved the way for myself to get on that program alongside Miranda Tapsell and Hunter Page and me and Madden. We're the four Aboriginal presenters. I'm currently on Play School, so I just want to acknowledge her spirit and all those who walked before us. The Indigenous Business Growth Award goes to Yarraco.
Really proud of this one. Started Yarra about 3 years ago with the intention to offer more opportunities, training and employment opportunities to our mob in the region. And essentially we're a civil construction business, so I deliver a lot of the big infrastructure projects within the region and regional New South Wales. And we got together and saw there was a huge gap in training, and on the back of that, the employment outcome on the back of training. And we've ran a really successful course here in Canberra and about to start one in Wagga on the 22nd of September. So if you've got any mob out in Wagga that want to get into the construction sector, come have a chat and we can get them into that course. Really proud. Our course training and employment numbers are double the national average, which we're really proud about. And if you want to chat more about our programs and what we're doing in the community, feel free to come have a yarn and we'll point you in the right direction and get your mob trained and employed. So thank you.
I've got the biggest mob out in Wagga, bros. So my mob will talk to your mob. Expect some phone calls. The Retail Business Award for 2025 goes to Melissa Liss-Cowan.
I'm a proud Yorta Yorta Wemba Wemba woman from Mooroopna. I would like to pay respects to my elders past and present. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my uncle Eric Brown and my auntie Eva. And most of all, my three Boras that are up in the room at the moment, my fiancé and my mum and dad. I'd like to say thank you.
Beautiful. Isn't it great to see so many blackfella-owned businesses doing so well, eh? How good is it? Eh? When I was growing up, there weren't many around at all, but now we're everywhere. We're black, we're proud, and we're loud, and we're breaking down barriers. So I'm just, my industry, I'm thrust in the spotlight, the entertainment industry. People know me, but I'm not the hero or the star. It's you mob at grassroots level, doing so much good work for our community out there and breaking down barriers. So you're deadly. You're so deadly. Thank you very much. I love being a part of these award ceremonies. Getting emotional here. Stop it, Luke. The B2B Award for 2025, the All First Nations Award, goes to Kira Services.
I would also like to acknowledge the country we're on tonight and pay our respects to the elders past and present and to all mob in the room. Thank you for coming out. This is a big honour. I am myself deeply honoured to be able to represent Kira Services tonight and accept this award on behalf of Brad Nagel and the rest of the team at Kira. Brad's not able to be here because he's in Western Australia on country doing the work that we do, working in community and essentially reflecting the essence of what we do at Kira. This recognition from First Nations Awards Committee means a lot to us, and it does remind us that what we do matters, the pathways that we build, the opportunities that we create, and the giving back to the community is being seen and valued and shared by everybody, so thank you. I do personally want to thank Brad sincerely for his leadership and vision, which guides my journey and the journey of Kira Services. To our staff, partners, clients, community supporters, a few of you are here tonight. I personally thank you all for your ongoing and continuous support and encouragement of what we do. Every program we deliver, every opportunity we create is only possible because of those connections that we have. Essentially, this award belongs to all of us. For every young person taking their first steps into ICT and to audiovisual, to every community that's opened their doors, and to everybody who believes in a stronger, more inclusive future for Mob. So on behalf of Brad and Kira Services, I thank you all for attending, and a massive shout out to Julie for her efforts and her team for putting this together. So thank you.
We now move on to the Remote Product Location Award. And the winner this year is Indigenous Healing Remedies, Bush Medicina.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Serena Barra, Board Director of Bush Medicina. I'd like to begin by thanking the Ngunnawal people, past, present, and emerging leaders for having us here on the beautiful country today, and the organizers and the judge for this event. On behalf of Bush Medicina and the Ndilyaqa women on Groote Island, I'm so proud to accept this All First Nations Award. Our work is about more than skincare. It's about keeping culture strong, sharing our knowledge of Bush medicine, and supporting our women, families, and communities. We are grateful for this recognition and for everyone who supported Indigenous-owned business like ours. I'll pass you over to Christina to say a few words. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Christina Mamarika. I am the chairperson of our board, and I am also the manager of our production team on Groote Island. I just wanted to say this award makes us very proud. It's belonged to all the Ndilyaqa women who makes Bush Medicina strong. Thank you for your supporting us. Thank you.
And what a beautiful part of the world is Groote Island. Beautiful part. If you get a chance to visit, do it. Jump at the chance, because it is absolutely beautiful. We move on to the Product Design Award for 2025, and the winner is Thomas Cohen Jewellery. Thomas Cohen Jewellery aren't here tonight, so we will accept it on their behalf. Thank you very much. Our next award is Events and Media Award, and the winner is Dr. Donna Odegaard.
I'm just going to accept this award on behalf of Donna, and I should just say thank you to the traditional owners for allowing us to be on country tonight and have these awards here, and also to Julie and all the team for putting these awards together. Fantastic effort. But getting back to Donna, I'm sure she'll be thrilled with winning this award, because Radio Larrakia and TV at Larrakia has been going along for a long time, and they've done some great work over the years, and they do wonderful television, very professional. The radio broadcasting is great. They go out to so many different remote communities as well as into Darwin, and she's got a good team there, and she's put so much resources and effort and her own money into making Radio Larrakia the successful organisation that is. So on behalf of Donna, thank you for voting for her, whoever was on the committee, and I'm sure she'll be thrilled with this award tonight.
Thank you, Grant. And we need to bring the Marngrook Footy Show back, my brother. Grant was the host of that very popular show, and ITV need to bring it back. Okay, the AFN Broadcaster of the Year Award for 2025 goes to Aboriginal Broadcaster 3KND Victoria. Come back up here, Granny boy.
Once again, just thank you to everyone that voted for us that's on the committee here. And it's great that you're doing these awards, because, you know, when you get voted by your own mob, it means so much more to you. And it's good that these awards are continuing, they're national awards, and it's always special when a panel of peers select you to win an award, and we're highly chuffed at 3KND that we've been able to win this award. There's 129 radio stations in Australia, and I've had the satisfaction of being General Manager for about the last 18 months, and before that I was a chairperson for about 20 years, so we've been going for about 24 years now. And I've got a great board that I work with. I'd like to thank Bradley Brown, who's sitting with me on the table tonight. Stand up, Brad, and the board that oversee the K&D, but in particular to my staff who work very hard. And like a lot of Aboriginal organisations, when you're working, you don't get a lot of money and resources. So people that work in these organisations, you know, we do more than one job, and we only get paid for one, even though we're doing 5. You know, so. We're based in Melbourne. We probably have over 500,000 listeners a week. We're on 5 different platforms on the community radio app, iHeart app, so you can listen to us anywhere in Australia, anywhere in the world, basically. And we're just, you know, we know that our mob are listening to us. They have a sense of ownership. It's their radio station, and we play the deadliest black music, you know, the old stuff, the new stuff, and then the in-between stuff, and the Eagles and Creedence Clearwater Revival. So, you know, we're very proud of the work that we do, but just like to thank our staff and for all the hard work that they've done over the last 12 months as well. They're all new staff, and they've done a wonderful job. And thank you all, mob, for coming from all over the country, and enjoy yourself for the rest of the night, eh? Thank you.
Congratulations, 3KND. Moving on to the Food and Beverage of the Year award. It's got the best name so far for a business, Chocolate on Purpose.
Thank you, Luke. Chocolate on Purpose is a social enterprise. I'm a proud Wiradjuri woman, grateful to be welcomed on Ngunnawal. Thank you, Auntie and Uncle, and proud to be operating my business on Gundungurra in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales. Chocolate on Purpose is my passion, returning equity to supply chains, in particular our mob, to raise our participation above the disgracefully low 2%. Thank you, Julie, you're an inspiration, and thank you, everybody.
Next up is the Eco and Sustainability Award, and it goes to South Coast Seaweed.
Thank you all for this amazing award tonight. I'd like to acknowledge the beautiful Ngunnawal country that we're all standing on today, and also the country of our ancestors, Gomeroi country and Yuin country. It's such an honour to be able to win this award. Our business started with a story from our grandfathers teaching us how to use seaweed to fish, and we wanted to continue that story around revitalising traditional knowledge and practices for sea country. So to be able to stand here today is, it's an honour, and thank you.
We now move on to the Non-Profit Excellence Award, and the winners are the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Veterans Association.
Thank you so much for this award. It means a lot to us. I'd like to acknowledge Ngunnawal country and our ancestors, past and present, and our elders, especially my auntie and uncle that are here tonight. So thank you for being here. And I would also like to acknowledge our elders, past and present, in our communities. We're all serving members of the Australian Defence Force, and that is a bit conflicting for some people. But we all signed up and signed the dotted line to do a job because we all believe that we should all have a seat at every table, and that includes in the military. So we've all proudly served for many years. We've been overseas, we've fought for the country, we've been everywhere between us, and some people that didn't stand up tonight, they're down there. We're all veterans across the, yes, thank you, the Royal Australian Air Force, the Navy and the Army. it is conflicting for our communities, and one thing is that we don't stay in one place for very long. So we move every 2 to 3 years, and we have to reassimilate everywhere we go, and that can be quite challenging for mob, and we face many challenges in the Defence Force. Lucky that didn't set off our PTSD. So we move around every 2 to 3 years. We have to reassimilate into communities. So we want to thank the Ngunnawal people for graciously accepting us onto your country and making us a part of your family. We want to thank our own families for being there every step of the way. I've served overseas. My dad didn't want me to go. I was gone for 7 months. Couldn't talk to my dad every day, and that was tough, but we want to thank our families. And basically what the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Veterans Association does is we look after veterans post-service, and we go into remote and rural areas such as Arnhem Land, up north for where soldiers fought and served for North Force, and we make sure they're looked after, because some people came back from war and they were not acknowledged. So we're going back and we're making sure they are acknowledged. So thank you so much for this award. We do what we do, so you can do what you do, and yeah, this means a lot to us.
I'm just checking in on Brother Boy. You're all right at the back there, bruz? You're good? Oh, you still with us? Nice, nice. Those balloons are dangerous. All right, we're moving on to our next award. Here's the Grassroots to Growth Award, and the winners are McLeod's Angels Catering.
Wallawani, my name's Kaylee McLeod. I'm a proud Wadi Wandandian Monero woman from Wreck Bay on the south coast, Yuin Nation mob. I'd like to, thank you. I'd like to pay my respects and acknowledge the Ngunnawal people, pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and shout out to all the other Yuin South Coast mob in the room. On my left I have my wife Jodie, and this is our niece Ashley. Firstly, we'd like to thank all First Nations awards and sponsors for founding such a deadly event. Being Indigenous, female-owned and operated LGBTQIA+ local business, we are truly, thank you, we are truly privileged to be recognised for such a prestigious award. We would like to extend our immense thanks to our community elders who have believed in our mission and core values since we began. Our valued clients and mentors who have supported us and guided us since we began, including Auntie Julie Tongs, Auntie Dee Delaney and Auntie Jo Lissapati. Sorry, Auntie Jo. Your name always mucks me up a bit. Our entire team, including my wife, Jodie, and our niece, Ashley, who worked tirelessly for our business. It's been a tremendous journey to get where we are today, and we wouldn't be able to do it without our deadly mob. Thank you, and I'll just quickly pass over to my wife.
I'm the one that's got to go ad hoc, apparently. I don't get the notes. Look, community is always at the forefront of everything we do. We couldn't do what we do without our community and the people that stand behind us. So we strive for great outcomes, as everyone knows. People tell us all the time we're really lucky to own our own business. There's no luck in it. There's tremendous amount of hard work, and Kay and I work really, really, really long hours. We try to support community in everything we do. As we know, Kay wears about 3 hats. My long-suffering family always get dragged in to do lots of stuff, including my 73-year-old mother that's often sitting down chopping up and whatnot, doing lots of prep work, and our 4-year-old, my great-great niece, that's also helping out in the kitchen. So it's certainly a family-run business. But we certainly wouldn't be able to do without the support that we get by our valued clients, by mob, by people that have backed us and believed in us in everything that we do. So we are eternally grateful to Sister Julie. Thank you so much for everything for tonight, for everything you've done in supporting us throughout the year. And yeah, thank you so much for having us tonight, and thank you. Thank you.
Wreck Bay, another beautiful part of the world. If you ever get a chance, go down the south coast, go straight to Wreck Bay. You won't pay a fee for the national park, even if you're a blackfella, straight through the gates. The Children's Empowerment Award for 2025 goes to Emma Laverty, Project Dust.
Water me, everybody. Thank you, Julie, for putting on this incredible event. I'm a proud Barooba clanswoman of the Darug tribe. I thank my people, my elders, my family. I also thank this country and the Ngunnawal elders here who have embraced me and helped me on my journey here for the past 11 years in empowering children and empowering our young people to do what they do, and it's shine. To receive a Children's Empowerment Award as a person with CPTSD from my own upbringing, to then come into a space where I can mentor children, where I left school when I was 15 and was mentored on my journey by my then dance teacher. It's an absolute privilege. And what you saw tonight from the young people that were performing here was a show of them getting up and them having a go. The music that you heard, it was actually made by a 16-year-old boy. And the dancing that you saw, I didn't make that, I'm a dance teacher, but I'm just holding space. That was actually by the young people. And the poetry, that was by young Charlotte. So thank you. It's a funny thing to receive an award for doing what you do and just living your life, but thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Emma, and once again, fantastic performance by you and your group earlier on tonight. Now we move on to the All First Nation Star of the Year for 2025. Could go to anyone in this room, really, but it'll go to JT Academy.
Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the land on which we gather here today. Beautiful country, by the way. A bit too cold for me, though, unfortunately. We are truly honoured to receive this award on behalf of Jonathan and the JT Academy. I started with the Academy back in 2022 as a JTA Belief Officer in my community of Yarrabah, which is just southeast of Cairns, for those of you that don't know. And I am now a Regional Manager for the Jonathan Thurston Academy in the Cairns office. I am a testament of Jonathan's hard work for the Academy and his passion for empowering our future generations. So thank you again.
And there's another brother boy doing well, done well, Jonathan Thurston. Big round of applause for the Academy winning. And Yarrabah, what a beautiful community that is. If you ever get a chance, if you fly in the Cairns, make sure to go to Yarrabah. And the Yarrabah Seahawks, a deadly rugby league team. Moving on to the Cultural Confidence Award. This year it goes to the Kamara Munro.
Thanks, Julie and the team, for putting on these amazing awards. It's truly deadly, and I hope that they continue long into the future, so thank you. As a serving member of the Australian Defence Force, serving country isn't an easy thing to do, mostly because as blackfellas, like, we've got to walk in two worlds in many cases, and it can be a challenge, especially when we need to stand in spaces where strategic decisions are made and you're the only blackfella in the room and you don't have the authority to make that decision. So contrary to what the media tells you, it is a challenge for a lot of blackfellas serving. So this award is for everyone that's served, past, present and in future, particularly in the Royal Australian Air Force. So thank you so much.
We now move on to the 2025 Deadly Award category, and that goes to Michael McLeod.
My name's Helen Baropoulos. I work with Michael at Message Stick Communications. I'm deeply honoured to accept the award on Michael's behalf tonight, and he's very sorry he couldn't be here tonight with you all. But anyone who knows Michael knows about his amazing achievements over at least the last 20 or more years. He's been a pioneer and a real champion of Indigenous business. And I think hearing all the awards and seeing all the amazing businesses in the room tonight, I know that he would be absolutely thrilled. He has long championed, mentored entrepreneurs. He has established Message Stick Communications, which is about to turn 21. But he also co-founded Supply Nation, which you'd all be familiar with, and that's about to turn 16. These are amazing successes, but he also hasn't forgotten his community. And he's now working avidly on a new foundation that has been established to look after Indigenous youth and help them out. So he's a remarkable man, and I'm very privileged to work with him and to know him. So thank you, and on behalf of Michael, thank you very much as well. Thanks.
Next award is the Contributor to Community Award, and that goes to ARA Indigenous Services.
Thank you, Luke. We're really proud to be up here with the business that's been going for the last 11 years. Want to also acknowledge Michael McLeod. What an incredible man that guy is, and starting Supply Nation. And even before that was an amazing journey for Aboriginal businesses and enterprises. So we're really a product of that. And I want to introduce this young fella. He's a bit younger than me, but his name's Rowan Tobler-Williams. His story is an inspirational one in itself, but it's another story around resilience and the impact that you can have when you put your head down and you bum up and you get to work. And I'm really proud of this fella. He's my general manager and he runs my show. And he looks after, I think last count for our mob in our little business is about 115 Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander First Nations people in our business. Without this fella, and when we met each other, he's from a tough neighbourhood called Miller. Any Miller fellas here? Yeah, that's all them. Yeah, you know all the riffraff. But I'd like to introduce Rowan to say a few words. One of the great success stories of our business, but even a better human, a better person. All he does is care about his beautiful wife, his family and his community, and we're really lucky to have him. So I'd like to hand it over to him to have a few words.
So very unprepared for this, because it's kind of why we brought Michael down with us and why we have him in the team. This is his part to give the speeches, but nothing more to add to me, but we're very honoured. Thank you, Julie. What a great night. I haven't been, best night of the year for me. Good to sit amongst our people. Very humbling too to see so many organisations and individuals that are the pillars of our community and carry us and do the tough yards and often go unseen. So very good to be up on stage with them, and proud to be celebrated along with them. But thank you very much, and thanks Mick, and thanks to the team up the back that wouldn't get up.
Moving on to the Legacy of the Year Award for 2025. That goes to Mel Armstrong, A Journey to Country, Bargie's Memories.
So Yama, Gayanea Mel, Gamilare Dinawan, Bendimi Walkadi, Ngunnawal, Murray Galga, Arnie, Uncle, thank you so much. It's beautiful to be down here. I just got to introduce, I know I got the blame, but I'm not going down alone. So this is Beck and Sil, and we've produced a book together called A Journey to Country, Bargie's Memories. It was about my grandmother's story. I cared for my grandmother with dementia for 9 years, and I dance around it because I still get emotional. She only passed last year. And we came up against a hell of a fight with culturally unsafe care for our elders, and I wasn't going to take it because I'm a Sagittarius and I'm a bit fiery, and they started it. But, yeah, mate, it's the short ones you got to watch, eh? But Nan was, she wasn't stolen, but they ran. Like a lot of us, we've all got a story. And she was too frightened to be who she was, and that was just not okay. So with the help of a lot of people, we were able to make that happen for her, where she could go home, connect with country and culture, and live out that, don't all cry, live out her days as a proud Gomeroi woman. So I've also got to thank Julie and everyone here for the support and the welcome. It's been amazing. Uncle and Auntie who blew us away, supporting us with language to make sure we could appropriately put that into the book and stay within the lines, not say the wrong words at the wrong time while we were learning. My teacher, Min Meyer, who's been profound, and our friends and our family. So the book's down the back if you want to have a look. Please jump in and have a squeeze. Still did the amazing work with the illustrations. It's profound. She is talking to me now. For 8 weeks she wouldn't talk to me because she had to paint the artwork to my words, and she doesn't do words, which is why she's refusing to speak tonight. She paints. Check out her pants. So the book is really about cultural connection, proper safety, cultural safety, access to plant medicine, traditional medicine, our language, our people, and the right care that we need for our elderly people. And I'm going to keep going until that happens. So we're nearly there, and I'll just hand over to Beck to jump in.
I think Mel has said almost everything that I needed to say, but I just wanted to mention how incredible these two women are. Sil can tell stories without saying anything, which is amazing, and Mel has been so instrumental. So not only is this a book, it's so much more than this. This is about keeping family stories alive. It's about language reclamation, and it's about advocacy. And I would really like to just commend Mel for advocating so hard for her Nana until she passed, and now she is also advocating for everyone else's Nana at the same time. And I think that is just if that's not living culture and looking after your elders, I don't know what is. So thank you so much for this.
Beautiful words, and what a great project there. One more time, big round of applause for our winners there. We move on to the Health Worker of the Year award, and it goes to Uncle Charlie Knight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Uncle Charlie Knight. I am from Bendigo and District Aboriginal Cooperative here in Victoria. I come from South Australia. I'm a Nudunjeri man, Nudunjeri Nation, down on the lakes of the lower lakes of the Murray River, and I'm also from the Stolen Generations. I would just like to acknowledge that we are meeting on and presenting on this land of the Ngunnawal people, and I'd like to pay my respects to elders past and present and emerging. And I'd also like to acknowledge all the people that are sitting in this room tonight that are receiving awards. Congratulations to all and above. And I'd like to thank the AFN for having me here tonight. Me being a health worker for 20 years in Bendigo and District Aboriginal Cooperative has been a passion and self-determination for me, and looking after the community. Because what was taken away from me when I was younger, I've given back to the community here in the Darjarung catchment area. Sorry I couldn't be there, as I've had a little hiccup in Bendigo. I've had a major operation on my knee and I could not make it, but I'm very privileged to be awarded this prestige award for Aboriginal health worker. Thank you very much.
Next up is our Elder of the Year award. Our male Elder of the Year, and it goes to Uncle Paul Newman.
I'll read the speech that Paul wanted me to read on his behalf. We are very proud, and I'm honoured to be able to accept that on his behalf. As a proud Wiradjuri man from the old Murray mission in Condobolin, it is a pleasure and honour to receive this year's All First Nation Elder of the Year award. Due to family carer responsibilities, I'm not able to attend the 2025 AFN Awards this evening, and would like to reflect on my over 40 years as a First Nations community leader and economic development work in fostering self-determination for our peoples, including over 30 years as an Aboriginal business leader. I would like to thank the AFN
organisers for the AFN Awards, showcasing the many First Nations deadly achievements. Thank you on behalf of Paul Newman.
And moving on to our last award before our break, it is the Female Elder of the Year, and it goes to Violet Sheridan.
She's not able to be here tonight, but I proudly accept this award on her behalf.
You carry that. Well, I got a few words to say. So, Julie, you ain't getting a minute. Auntie Violet Sheridan, Merritt, Carol, is a very proud Ngunnawal woman. A woman that took me under her Mullian wing when I was in my lowest. A woman that has made me a part of who the woman I am today, who's got my back all the way. I might be sounding a bit poetic now, but...
Poet, you don't even know it.
Well, here we go. I'm really proud to stand here with my auntie tonight and my cousin, because this woman has gone above and beyond for all our people. Difference of opinions, but she's always stood proud. Stood proud for her people, stood proud for her Ngunnawal people, and continues to stand proud. If you knew this woman the way I know her, from everyday conversations, just to check in to say, how's your day? What are you up to, Aunt? To hear about the day, to hear about the whinging, the complaining, you know, from both parts, you know, we'll talk about what's happening here in community. That's what a true Ngunnawal elder does. A true elder will always have the conversation, will always tell you what's going on, and will allow you to lead in the same way. And I'm really proud to be the niece daughter of Auntie Violet Sheridan. She's a staunch, black, strong woman. She don't give a hoot for other people's opinions in regards to if you're against her. She'll always stand strong for what she believes in, for her family, her community and her people. And, you know, as her niece and daughter, I'm really proud to be here tonight alongside of Auntie Lynette and Brother Luke, Carol. We all proud Ngunnawal mob. You know, it may be very different for different mobs out in different nations, because we're on the capital. We have different conversations and we have the opportunity to have the conversations at the table. And so we do, and she is a great leader. She is a great senior elder. She is the matriarch of this country, and she deserves a big woohoo after this, I'm telling you, because she's a strong, staunch woman. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, a big round of applause for all of our award winners in that section, especially my big cousin Violet. Oh, I'm very proud of that fact. Well deserved. So to start our final block of awards, this is the Land Council of the Year Award, and it goes to the Coonabarabran Local Aboriginal Land Council.
So we are here to accept this award for the Coonabarabran Land Council. Now, we actually don't know whether in history, I could be wrong, please let me know, whether there has been a land council acknowledged for the work they do. We're here to acknowledge Coonabarabran Aboriginal Land Council. So Brendan was unwell, and he actually reached out to me. He was absolutely devastated he couldn't be here tonight because this is the first Land Council Award. Yep. And he has asked Megan and I to just have a little yarn with you and read what he has said. So, ladies and gentlemen, respected elders, distinguished guests, and all gathered here this evening, it is with deep humility and immense pride that I stand before you to accept this local Aboriginal Land Council of the Year award. We sincerely apologise that we cannot be in attendance tonight and thank Julie and Megan for accepting the award. Firstly, I wish to pay my deepest respects to the traditional owners of these lands, their elders past and present, whose wisdom, strength and resilience continue to guide and inspire us all. We walk in the footsteps of those who come before us. To all First Nations media, I extend our heartfelt thanks for this recognition. It stands not only as a testament to our collective efforts, but as a beacon that shines on the importance of Aboriginal voices, stories and caring for country.
I must acknowledge our dedicated board members whose tireless commitment and wisdom have steered our council forward. Their passion for country, culture and community has been the backbone of our achievements. Our Aboriginal rangers deserve special acclaim. Every day they are on the ground caring for country, protecting our precious landscapes, nurturing biodiversity and instilling pride in our younger generations. My cousin, Brandon Nixon, whose vision and steady hand continue to propel us forward. His drive, compassion and foresight have empowered our council and brought out the very best in our community. My other cousin, Alicia Stanton, has also been the backbone of the LALC and continues to strengthen her connection with community. Together, we have achieved many meaningful milestones, restoring sacred sites, nurturing cultural practices and creating pathways for future generations to connect with country. Our journey is ongoing and will continue with unity, respect and purpose. We look forward to achieving even greater opportunities which will strengthen our connections, care for our land and ensure our culture flourishes. As custodians of this land and community, we pledge to continue working hand in hand, respecting our elders, valuing each contribution and walking forward together. Thank you. This honour belongs to every member of our council, my community, and those who have paved the way before us. Let's continue to make them proud. This one's for you, Brodie. Yay.
Congratulations there to the Coonabarabran Local Aboriginal Land Council, the Land Council of the Year for 2025. Big round of applause as Megan makes her way off stage with a hamper and a soft toy to go with it as well. Very special awards, these last 6. We are moving along to our Financial Services Award for 2025, and it goes to Indigenous Business Australia.
Kapaku to all, my name's Daniel Blanket. Arrogant-like man from Bardo Island, Western Torres Strait. So very happy to be here on Ngunnawal country and call this place my home for the last 5 years. Very honoured and humbled to be able to accept this award on behalf of IBA, but also be in a room full of countrymen, because even though we are a government organisation, it's always good to be connected back to the communities we serve, which is everyone in the room. So thank you to all. Just want to like this small yarn here. I actually met Julie, and I'd like to say thank you to Julie and the team for organising. I met her a few years ago, or maybe 2 years ago, at a Supply Nation event here in Canberra, a small one with businesses, and there she was selling me the idea of this event. So it's really nice to be able to be here and to be able to be participate and actually accept this award. So thank you on behalf of IBA.
Congratulations. Financial Services Award to Indigenous Business Australia. Moving on to the AFN Person of the Year Award. And this year's winner is Carol Vale. Carol unfortunately isn't with us tonight, but we will accept this in her honour. Moving on to the Lifetime Achievement in Sport Award for 2025. And the winner is Jonathan Thurston.
G'day everyone. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today. Where I'm currently sitting is on the lands of the Yagara and Turrbal peoples. I'd like to pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and I'd also like to extend that acknowledgement to all of you that are in the room today. Also, I want to thank our elders for the paths they've walked and the battles they fought. Because of you, my generation are afforded the freedoms that you were not, so thank you. Well, where do I start? This is a huge achievement for me to be recognised and receiving the AFN Lifetime Achievement in Sport. Rugby league was always what I wanted to do, and it's been able to give me many things in my life. But one of the most things that's really important to me is what I've been able to give back to the community through rugby league, and that's with the Jonathan Thurston Academy. So I know I've got Yulita and Carly in the room there tonight, so I want to thank them for all the work that they do for the academy as well. But yeah, it's truly humbling to be able to receive this award. I played it for the love of the game. I played it to inspire the next generation of our kids, our young ones, and hopefully I've done that as well. So I want to congratulate all the other award nominees and winners. Apologies, I can't be there in person to accept this award, but I hope you all have a great night. Thank you.
Congratulations, Lifetime Achievement in Sport Award, Jonathan Thurston. Moving on to our Golden Alumni Award, the Valued Supporter for 2025. He was one of our best dressed here tonight. Give it up for Cal Bruton.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Very proud to be here today, and I'm very honored. I'm a proud black man from Brooklyn, New York City. I came to Australia 46 years ago. Didn't know anything about indigenous culture, so I apologize. But at the same time, my little younger sister tells me that I don't teach my young kids anything about the culture in New York City. So we even, but on this part, I've had a tremendous experience in meeting my indigenous friends and my brothers and sisters. Having come here and played professional basketball, I know I'm short, black, and bald now. I was about 5 inches taller, I shrunk. But I played this game with my first two indigenous opponents, Danny Morsu, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander, who was the first Olympian, or second Olympian after Michael Armat, and Claude Williams, who was coaching the Sydney Kings, or Sydney Supersonics as they were known then. Those guys opened my eyes to the plight of the indigenous people. And I vowed right then to make an effort to take basketball to those communities. So in my role as the CEO and founder of the Bruton Basketball Foundation, I have 5 sons. They all play basketball. One other one is a Hall of Famer and represented Australia, Captain Australia, C.J. Bruton. My oldest son, Elliot, is my stepson, but he's been doing his work in the community all over Australia, but he's based in Taree, working in an indigenous school. My son Austin is the National Diversity and Inclusion Coordinator for APM Employment Services, helping long-term unemployed indigenous get jobs. My daughter Shakira is a social worker that works in trauma, helping a lot of the indigenous kind of get over or help heal their past or help them with that. And then I have 2 young boys who are 21 and 19, who have a culture from Macedonia with my wife, Julia, here. And through that involvement, we become multicultural. So very proud to be a naturalized Australian. I definitely need to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we stand on here in Ngunnawal country, Auntie Carol and Uncle Steve. Auntie Joy is my favorite. She just come from New York about a year ago. She was so proud to say that she stepped in my neighborhood. And I said, well, I've been walking all through yours. So, you know, we've, at the Bruton Basketball Foundation, have traveled to every single state and territory in Australia on an oily rag. We haven't had a lot of support financially, but I had a gentleman that reached out to us from the USA, admired the work that we do in helping young kids find that pathway. I was one of the young, well, I shouldn't say young, I found the young man who I thought can carry that baton in Patty Mills when he was coaching here, when he was playing here in Canberra. As you know, he's gone on to great things, but in the foundation, we rolled up our sleeves and we've been able to create pathways and scholarships and opportunities for employment and further their education, further young people's education, using basketball as the tool of engagement. So I have to acknowledge the chair of my foundation. Nadia, could you please stand up? Nadia and my table there, Tom and Mayos, and Eva. I only met you tonight, but you're lovely. You're gorgeous, all right? And I'm gonna get some artwork off you for sure. But no, just very, very, very proud to be honored here today. And I never thought that I can sort of stand up here and receive an award from an Indigenous organization, but thank you, AFN. Julie, I don't know what to say about you, girl, but you've been one of the best kept secrets in Australia, you know, so for all of you, all your award winners, and all you have attended today and hung around to this last part, I'd like to acknowledge you too and say thank you very much. I'll continue to carry on the work in the First Nation space and be proud to find all the young kids opportunities that they can better their life. So thank you.
Wow, what a speech. And Cal, what an impressive family you have. You know, you keep helping us mob, we're going to claim you, bruz. You're a Radri Nunawa tonight. And I'm going to rename you too, Cow Cuz Bruton. Cow Cuz Bruton, that's his new name, you mob. Big round of applause one more time for Cal Bruton. One of the country's best imports, basketball imports. We are moving along to our Lifetime Achievement in Leadership Award for 2025, and that goes to Jenny Ockwell.
Wow, how humbling, and in a group like this as well. I mean, I haven't got anything written down, but I'm the eldest of 6. I don't usually need a microphone. I'm the eldest of about 38 grandchildren of my grandmother, don't need a microphone. Grandmother of 5 boys, don't need a microphone. And I could go on, but I'm not going to take up too much of your time. This is a great source of pride for me. I've been involved in Aboriginal affairs since I was 18 and forcibly made to join the Dandenong District Aborigines Cooperative. It was a rite of passage. You had to become a member. 12 months later, at the age of 19, I was elected to the Board of Directors and have been on the Board of Directors numerous times in the last 48 years of membership. There's been a lot of change in Aboriginal affairs in that 48 years. The cooperative today, if my memory serves me correctly, has turned 50 years old today, and we're still going strong. We service 9 local government areas in Victoria with an estimated Aboriginal population, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander population of approximately 20,000 and a projected population of in excess of 30,000 by the year 2030. I have 50 staff. I'm the CEO. Been the CEO for the last 5 years. We had not received $1 in capital funding for 30 years. Our buildings were falling down around us, And in August last year, we found asbestos in one of the buildings and had to shut it immediately. So it threw everything into turmoil. Thanks to a very dedicated board of directors, young and energetic, and some of them are old and not energetic. But they're all committed, very committed to the sustainable future, sustainable change and growth of the Dandenong District Aborigines Cooperative. Not only the board of directors, the members, but especially those staff that have to work in substandard conditions, and I take my hat off to them. This doesn't just belong to me. There's another 45, 46 names that should be on this label thing here. 5 or 6 that don't deserve to be on here, but I'm getting rid of them. But in all seriousness, my success is the result of working with committed Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander staff who are working for their community, for their brothers and sisters, and I say thank you to them.
Everyone, please be upstanding. This is our Lifetime Achievement Award winner, our final award winner for the night. Jenny Ockwell, everybody. Big round of applause for all of our award winners here tonight. Big round of applause.